It's Lee. It's Lee. Lee.
Hi everybody, hope you're doing great, taking care of yourself and all that. Of course, you're here watching me. I'm Lee of Lee Learns, your humble host. So like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, do all those really nice things. All right, so today what I want to go into is a little bit about Wall Street cheat sheet. So if you're not familiar with this, this is basically a sheet that was in, I'll go through all that, a sheet that was basically designed so people can control their emotions and they know what stage of emotions they are when they're trading. But I'll give a better definition of it. This was requested by one of my friends, and there's a couple of interesting things here, sort of trying to tie it into the cryptocurrency Bitcoin world. So we'll go into that too, and we'll just talk a little bit about that. So learn a little bit on the way as well. So let's give it a go. All right, so of course, to become a successful trader, you need to have the right mindset. You cannot go by your emotions. It can lead to a huge loss. A profitable trader takes the right call, understands the market trend, and makes decisions. So the Wall Street cheat sheet is a living example of where various emotions come into play while trading in the stock. The one who has a proper mindset will ultimately emerge in getting profits. So anger, fear, pride, happiness, and similar emotions are baseless while trading stocks and security. That is what I've found to be true anyway, just by my interactions with this sort of thing. You can't be emotional. We can't be too attached to anything. So basically, you must understand your emotional traits. If you're an active trader in stocks and securities, lead to rash decisions that can hinder your success. So you must control your emotions while trading in stocks and securities, and the factor differentiates between a profitable and a non-profitable trader. Here's one here, but I'm not going to use that. This is, for some reason, the psychology of a Twitter OG, which I've used. So I don't know why they've put that there. It's the same sort of chart, but they've decided that that somehow fits there. But okay. The only thing I thought was sort of funny. I was looking before where it gets up to euphoria. I'm a genius. Forget trading. I can retire off paid tweets. I just need to cool it with the paid tweets. I don't know if anybody would do trading and then decide to retire off paid tweets. Like, wouldn't you still continue trading? Don't really know. I'm just speculating. Here is the more of a better, more relevant, I guess. No Twitter ones here, but this is a proper Wall Street cheat sheet. We've got the world on the street, the word on the street. It should be world, I think. I feel like world should be up there. We've got the world on the street. Could work, couldn't work. All right, so of course down the bottom starts with disbelief. This rally will fail like the others. Hope a recovery is possible. This rally is real, so optimism. Then it gets up to belief, time to get fully invested. Thrill, I got more on margin, got to tell everyone to buy. Then euphoria, I'm a genius. We're all going to be rich. Then I can do my paid tweets. Then complacency, all right, we need to cool it off for the next rally. Anxiety, why am I getting margin calls? The dip is taking longer than expected. Of course, with margin calls, the broker tries to secure more additional funds, basically. So while the equity, doesn't. Well, as the equity falls under an undesirable amount, so that's when the anxiety kicks in. Doesn't go too well. Denial, not just a river in Jordan. My investments are with great companies. They will come back, just like we've seen recently with a lot of layoffs happening think Google and what's the other one? Can't remember, but yeah, that's what happens. So even though it's a great company, it still happens. Panic. Oh, everyone is selling. I need to get out. This one kills me. This one's pretty funny. Anger. Who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? And of course, if we know a little bit about the government, there's powers bigger than the government, that's for sure. And then, of course, depression. My retirement is lost. How can we pay for all this new stuff? I am an idiot. And then disbelief. This is a suckers rally. If you actually look at this and actually examine it, like it actually is, it's probably like I don't want to say common sense because I think sometimes common sense isn't really a thing. It's more like uncommon sense. But it seems like, yeah, that'd be about legit, right? Like, oh, did I forget capitulation? Yeah. Yeah, I surrender. I've got that one. It's just hiding right there. And come on, I'm getting 100% out of the markets. I can't afford to lose more. Or is it, I'm getting 100% out of the markets. I can't afford to lose more. But yeah, I don't know if this is like common sense, uncommon sense. Seems to be kind of legit, this thing, like this is sort of when it gets up there and you're like, yeah, I'm the best at this. Nobody's ever been better than me, which I think it always helps if you don't put too much in there. You don't really want to be putting a lot of your money in there. If your retirement money's gone, that's not too good. All right, so just had a little look this article, and he's talking. It's on Reddit. Where is Bitcoin on the Wall Street cheat sheet? So again, they're talking about that, which is the sheet I showed. Where are we on the cheat sheet? Because I think you could probably use Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for this cheat sheet, pretty much. I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people involved in FTX recently we're definitely looking at that and going, wait, what the hell? Of course, Bitcoin is a young asset with insane adoption rate. And if you look at it, you can see internet versus crypto adoption. Look at that. It's pretty impressive, really. And the blue represents crypto, and the green is, of course, internet. So look at the adoption rate. Yeah, and of course, we had a capitulation event with the shitstorm of Luna and 3AC. The fractal around the time of the capitulation event is nearly identical to the fractal of the end of the 2018 bear market. Of course, if you know what bear and bull markets are, you should be all right with that. Yeah, a lot of retail exited the markets and Google searches of Bitcoin are low. Okay. Right, so those two events were pretty identical. Okay. You can sort of see that there. All right. Yes, of course, green indicates people selling Bitcoin at a profit. Red indicates people selling at a loss. Yeah. And that would be, yeah, it's a comparison of 2015 and now. So this would be the 2015 Bitcoin chart, I think. And now, which I think this was only 4 months ago. So fairly recent. You can see that here. Look at that. It has that would actually be the anger phase, right? Like you'd be there going, is that at the level where you'd be going, okay, I am an idiot? Not really sure. Yeah, the feeling of euphoria was higher during the 2021 April high relative to the 2021 November high. In April, retail interest was highest and everyone had diamond hands and laser eyes. There's an image. Google searches of Bitcoin were at an all-time high. Yes, that is true. Yeah, just that could also tie back to I would say there'd be a lot of government related stuff at that time too. You have to have a look into that, but that's usually what happens. It's usually the government, what's happening in the government, what's happening in what we see out there in the economy and everything ties back to that. I'm just trying to think. It wasn't too long ago that it was all like, yeah, Bitcoin's done for. Yeah. So if you take a look here, not too much. It's seems very close. This what this person is saying would be there if we are in the anger period. It would look something like this. So the anger period would be down there, whereas the anger period would be down here. Compared to that, yeah, I would probably say it's probably it could be accurate. I think. Let me know what you guys think anyway about it. But yeah, actually, this part here is really interesting. This is actually what a friend was talking about. Our cycles are shorter, at least so far, relative to traditional markets, in part due to the halving. So I guess that could explain that, right? Would that be accurate? What would you guys think about that? So there we go. It's kind of interesting though, like just examining traditional markets, but how does crypto and Bitcoin fit into that? Um, like with our emotions and just in place of all that. I guess they're trying to sort of say, well, where does it fit? What does the outlook of that, the layout of that would look like? What would be the anger point, I suppose? I guess there's some differences in traditional versus uh, crypto. They'd all be going by the same emotions anyway, the same feeling, which is to be expected. I mean, that's going to be the thing for no matter what. You're always going to have those emotions going through there. This is interesting for me. I'm trying to learn a bit about it. Would like others to share in the conversation. That would be really cool. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for coming. All right, this is Lee signing out. Goodbye.